Hi, I'm JD Prepper. I'm the admin for Prep Like a Pro on Facebook, and I'm going to do a little talk today about food. Recently, we've had a shutdown in the Colonial Pipeline, which limited the amount of gasoline and diesel fuel that was available to the public on the East Coast. And because of that, trucks stopped running, deliveries to supermarkets were very curtailed. It was pretty bad. And it's just a show of what could happen to us if all the trucks stopped running and we couldn't get food. So as a prepper, it's important for you to learn how to grow your own food, to grow a garden, and to be able to do things when you need to eat. One of the things I'm going to touch on today is how to grow sweet potatoes. Sweet potatoes are a staple that many people enjoy. They're easy to grow, and I'm going to show you how it's done. But first, there's one thing I want to point out. There are two types of sweet potatoes, and growers don't often talk about the second type. This is a regular sweet potato, the type you find in pretty much any vegetable bin in any supermarket. And this is a sweet potato with teeth. This is the kind that you don't want. So we're going to avoid planting this, and we'll just put this off to the side. Okay, so how do you grow sweet potatoes? Sweet potatoes are real easy to do. You take a sweet potato, something like this, and you put it in a cup. So we're going to talk about the sweet potato that we start by putting it into a cup of water. And I like to put it where the root end is. When they harvested it, they cut the root off, and this is where it's cut here. That's usually where most of the nutrients are in the sweet potato, and it'll start growing. After a few days, you'll see something like this, where you have a sweet potato that has shoots coming up out of it, and you're going to let those shoots grow, and they will start looking like this. You can see they get pretty tall. And then what you do is you pinch off those shoots right at the body of the sweet potato, and I like to put them in a cut down 2-liter soda bottle filled with water, and you can see they just start to take and develop roots at the bottom. They're just starting to develop roots at the bottom, and that happens in about 3 or 4 days after you put them in water. And then after about 2 weeks, they start looking like this, where they're just loaded with roots, and they're thriving pretty well. At this point, they're ready to go into the ground. What you do is you take out your sweet potato slip, they're called, put a hole in the ground, fill it with some decent dirt, put the slip in, cover it over, and walk away. And in a few months, you will have sweet potatoes on the ground. It's a very easy food to grow, so that when you're preparing for the future, you've got it. So remember, come visit our site, Prep Like a Pro. We've got loads of tips like this. It's a good site to learn how to prepare for the future. Thanks again for viewing.